Meessen, man.
From Ecuador. Hey. Good job, dude. Did you fuck? Good to see you, bro. People called me a walking red flag.
I've tapped too much. Eat sugar!
With chocolate.
They paid for like $1,300 each for VIP for us. So I'm like, oh fuck.
Holy shit, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We get free food and stuff.
This is a purely heterosexual football game.
yeah.
I take it all back. Hey, what's going on, man?
I get it.
Hello. Your approach to was better. Boom, volume. Woo! How good is the winner effect?
Dude, dude, so good. Yeah.
Sorry, you have a very beautiful daughter. You go through that fear, boom, the world opens up. A bit fucking weird, no? Let me ask this MILF who's walking by for her opinion on the steak. Like, you look like one of those guys, oh, let me put this wrap around your arm. Ah, 2 euro, motherfucker. We're always gonna get judged by some people. So I would rather get judged by winners for not doing cool shit, you know?
Johnny!
He don't give a fuck. He has 14,000 minutes meditated. One of the biggest reasons for suffering in life is we believe thoughts that aren't true.
Not that I go to a lot of gay clubs, but yeah, it's just, you know, like...
It's okay, just openly admit it, it's fine.
I'd go if you were there.
Workout 3 times a week, every second day. Weights, that's it. Push it. Come on. 3 more. You think she has approach anxiety? She has fucking death anxiety. The things that people regret the most is not what they did, but it's what they didn't do.
What do the horny frogs say? Rub it. It has been an amazing weekend. I can't wait to implement this back in the States.
Swiping too much on apps really messes with your dopamine.
It's fully crap.
I just filmed a epic 27-minute rant.
They think I'm more famous than I actually am.
There is no rules to this thing. He's talking about life. If you think at one point that you have been living your life incorrectly, just have a courage to change.
Having a friend who talks about you in a way that he just did, that's rare.
Can you make up money up here?
Nobody can make chicks up here.
Imagine you've been drinking all these days.
Awesome weekend. Super amazing.
There are no rules.
I don't know, are we allowed to film in here? Yeah. He said he was gonna meet us in security, let's see. He said he's gonna meet us in duty free. Oh shit, there you go. I'm just calling you. What's up? Good to see you, bro. How are you?
Good.
You excited?
Hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm good. Let's go.
Let's go. It's good. So you just did it at the machine, yeah? Or
No, I did online. Excuse me, is this the ticket correct?
so you know I'm from Ecuador, right? You know I'm Latin American.
And the guy said like, come in. Did you do carry on back? Say, yeah, come in. Man, it feels good that someone is filming you when you're...
I know, you'll get used to it.
Yeah, attention.
You just gotta play it off.
Nothing like
It's like chicks staring at you in a club after you've done the set and you're looking at a difference and you're just like, no, it's not happening, you know? But, let's get some snacks. This would be really cool if you weren't dairy intolerant.
Protein bars.
Yeah, but if you're dairy intolerant, you can't have that because otherwise I'll be farting like crazy on the plane and you won't like that. Yeah. But it's good if you're not dairy intolerant. It has lots of protein. Man, did you sleep?
No.
No, man. I did 125-minute meditation. I had 3 minutes left at the end, but I just, you know, when you're really tired, you just like keep. See? Everybody's creating content. Everybody's creating content. There's some famous people. There's some famous people in there. Look what you look at that. Oh, this is premium water, bro. Boom.
lunch.
You 306 or 309? Yeah, man, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be so much fun. Where are we at? Oh yeah, 306. It's right in the middle. Mateos is happy because he's excited that we're getting sun. You're excited about the sun? Dude, 26 to 28 degrees. Dude, the one video, it capped now, it stopped growing, but it got 9 million views. 52,000 followers from one video.
Oh shit, which one was it?
Where I say that if she's 30 minutes late for the date and she doesn't apologize, she won't make for a great wife. And people called me a walking red flag. Like, he's a red flag.
You should pick her up.
Yeah, you should pick her up, and that's why we filmed the video. Did you see the video? Because they said you should pick her up, and then we filmed the video. Okay, I'll pick her up then.
Okay,
no worries.
okay.
But I don't think I've ever, I think in my life, once I've picked her up. They've always been super happy to get to the date by themselves. And they don't feel safe, a lot of them.
I have never thought about like maybe picking her up like
Yeah.
because of the car. Like,
Yeah, I think it's a
we meet there.
Yeah, exactly. We meet there, and then I can pay for your
Unless
Uber
if I
home.
have a car, like then I
Yeah.
can, like, or
Yeah, if you live in the countryside somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you live in a big city, you just take an Uber.
you just
But even then, a lot of women won't necessarily feel safe to straight away go into the car. They may want to talk to you for an hour or two first on the date. And then we refilmed the 4 red flags and women with Fernanda. You know when we filmed it with the Ukrainian girl? And it got 3 point something million views. The one with Fernanda now has 1.3 million views and it's still growing, which she's happy about, you know. Her account, her page now also has 8,500, 8,700. We're growing, like a month ago it had 1,500. So we're growing her page now as well because it only has 1,000. Hello. Can I get a scrambled egg, please? Just eggs. Just eggs. Thank you. Where are you from?
Argentina.
He's from Ecuador.
From?
Ecuador.
todo bien.
It's harder to just do the scrambled eggs. Oh, sorry, omelette. My apologies. She's very particular about the word. Don't call my omelette scrambled egg. We're vlogging.
You're a vlogger.
No, well, actually, no. I'm just a coach, but we make content, so we decided to do a little bit of. Because we're flying to Barcelona for a seminar. We're teaching a seminar, so we're vlogging a little bit. See, he's a bachata and a salsa teacher, you know. So we're probably gonna dance, bailar
Are you
bachata.
going to Barcelona now?
Yes. Espinaca y. How do you say espinaca y?
Espinaca.
Espinaca.
No.
Espinaca y
Champiñones.
champiñones.
Exactly.
I shouldn't, but it's just gonna be dry without it. So let's go. Champions breakfast. Here is the life philosophy. Certain things in life, if you just leave them and you sit down and you become present, they solve themselves. Sometimes you just gotta ignore problems and they're not problems anymore. Sometimes it's the exact opposite, but other times you just sit down.
You never disagree with your wingman in a set, ever.
Exactly. Never contradict your women. So whatever I just said, he'll agree. Let's go to the gate. Vamos. Let's go to the moon. Did you say bad choice? Ah, okay. It's like criticizing my options. Vamos a la playa. Barcelona. Let's go. I might have to put it in. I have to plug it in. I've tapped too much. I didn't mean anything by it. I just. Let's go. In German, we say come on in so you can look out. So, story time. We were on the plane to Malaga a couple of weeks ago. This never eats sugar. I ordered Haribo because I needed something, so I ordered 2 packs. And he had a little bit of Haribo. How much he had? Like a third or something? And he's legit
3 gummy bears, bro.
three gummy bears. And he's legit sitting there, and then Erlingus playing in Malaga, or Ryanair, whatever it was. Bro, I think I'm getting dizzy. I was like, why? I was like, I never eat sugar. It must be the sugar. Eat sugar! That's why you have to eat a lot of sugar. Otherwise a couple of Haribo bears are gonna you up.
Or you can end it up like this.
Well, what would you rather have, this or skinny gains?
Gains are gains.
Gains are gains. Gains are gains. Gains are gains. Hola. We can get some tapas.
Yes.
You want to?
Yes.
I'm so happy that I'm gluten and dairy intolerant. If I wasn't, I'd be eating that shit all the time. But yeah, man, well done. Good job. 2,
Hey, thanks, bro.
boom.
What's that, 2?
2, yeah.
Yes.
Awesome, cool. So he was just saying they're gonna go to a gay soccer game.
Yeah. No, I don't care. They
Like
paid for
kites
like
somewhere today?
1,300 each for VIP for us. So I'm like, oh fuck.
Holy shit, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We get
I
free
take
food and stuff.
This
but,
is a purely heterosexual football game.
Yeah.
I take it all back. But that's
Well,
cool.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we just go dance in that time then tonight.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
you'll be gone for at least 2.5 hours, right?
yeah, and then we'll come back. Yeah.
You know?
I was like, oh shit.
That was
okay.
really good.
Yeah.
No, that was amazing.
Yeah, it went really well.
Well done. Good job for the effort, right? If you're not willing to run to do a set, then you just might as well not take it. Like sometimes you gotta run.
She was super cute though. Her face. Okay.
No, it was good. Good job. So, but what you did is she saw you.
I think she did. Yeah.
No, that was weird. So you can't. You do this.
Okay.
So I'll demonstrate what you
Yeah.
did. Just keep walking. You're a girl.
Okay.
Keep walking. Hi. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's too much because she doesn't know.
Yeah. Right.
Her reality is that only homeless people or somebody who's a potential threat of any kind.
Yeah.
So you have to show her I'm not that.
Right.
It was a little bit like this. Keep walking. Hey.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I get it.
Hello. You're right. That's a good point. Yeah, 2 shots of coffee, for sure. What's the biggest plastic cup size? This? Yes. Un poquito ice, only a little bit. With chocolate, you put syrup, yeah?
I'll have a pumpkin spice latte cold brew. Grande.
You just ordered that to say it. Because what we do is in the winter, we fly the kite. We go to the park where it's rainy and windy. It's cut. And he didn't like it, and he says,
Just speaking about games.
there's a very not gay
Yeah.
kite competition.
okay.
You know?
She was very like whoa.
I was gonna come in. I was like, why
no.
aren't you staying set?
No, she was like,
But he
and
says-
then, and then she's finally like opened up, like, oh, and I was like, okay, cool. But then,
See?
but now I was like looking at her, and she's
Distance suits her.
like, good from afar, but far from good looking.
Oh,
You never heard that?
Good.
Yeah.
You should be like, considering her face, like, do you like doggy stuff?
you have to open straight away.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
There are no rules.
There are no rules.
I was like,
A, B, C. A always, B, B, C closing.
it was hard to, because I scared her, you know. I'm like,
It's never an issue.
you
The
know?
scared thing is actually not a bad thing because it was a positive reaction. She's like, I'm sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
Yeah.
I just thought reassuring, right?
Right. And she reeled back in. I was like, oh, I'm so kind of surprised.
Yeah,
I
no,
also-
exactly. Always assume, if you don't know whether she's attractive or not, don't do the approach. Don't make these excuses. She's too tall, she's too short, she's too red, she's too ginger, she's too this, she's too that. No, go and find out. No excuses. Boom. That was good, huh?
Yeah.
See, well done.
Yeah, she was like opened up right away, and she's like,
Your approach this time was better. Boom, volume was good, more certainty. In the beginning, you were like around a bit more. Boom, now certainty was good.
okay, nice.
How was it? Was good?
You got Instagram?
Yeah, she invited me to a party later.
Oh shit, what kind of party?
It was, I was coming across to see if she was cute, but she got like closer. I was
You got
like,
Instagram?
yeah.
Show us the Instagram.
Yeah, where's
I
she
want to
from?
see the.
She's from, she say Austria, Ukraine. No, Russia. I can't fucking
Yeah.
remember. I think Russia. She said.
Because
kind
the
of
way
walk-
she was walking, I was like,
That's an Eastern
you
European
gotta
stuff.
go. You got.
She looked prettier than that. That picture gets there, but.
Woo! How
yeah.
good is it? Winner effect?
dude,
Huh?
dude, so good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. So you've done, that was your 9th now. How many Instagrams? You got 4. 4 Instagrams out of 9 approaches so far.
Yeah.
And we're only like 2 hours in, 3 hours in.
Yeah.
That was amazing. You just went, sorry, you have a very beautiful daughter. That was literally the opener, right?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, and they both like, just like opened
They started
up. They blossomed
laughing.
like a flower,
it was
yeah.
amazing, man.
Yeah,
it was so good.
Daughter. So even as like a mom was responding, I'd maybe like ask a question or make like a statement to the daughter too.
Yeah, you can't completely ignore it, right?
Right.
So it's actually fine because she knows what's up. She knows you're there for the daughter.
Yeah,
it's actually fine in that if you actually pay a little bit more attention to the mom and then go to the daughter, you know. But when I then come in to support, it's very important that you separate conversations. So but you're kind of standing there, you just like letting it happen. You still got to lead. When it's your set, you always be the leader. You always be the leader. Can you see my energy was just like a little bit funny, but just like nice, talking about like I was talking about boring shit with a mom, right?
Right, yeah.
Just to build a little bit of support, so that you can then have a separate conversation with her. You know,
That makes sense.
even just to add a minute or two to the interaction for a little bit more time, because the more things you talk about, the more the connection, the higher the probability she'll text back. You know.
Yeah, because the daughter still seemed comfortable. Like she wanted to open up and talk some, but she wasn't sure how.
But you can exactly. So like you separate conversations, separate sets, always, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. How
Nice,
good does
man.
that feel?
Yeah, dude, it's
that
so
was
good.
another
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
That was awesome.
We're on a roll, man.
Nice, good, cool, man. Yeah, awesome. Most men will never do that in their lives, right? Because they don't want to have that sensation that like, I got rejected, it's weird, you know? So that's, That was amazing. No, it was really good. Because now you just do that 20 more times and you get a couple of Instagrams and get dates. What you have to understand is there's so much abundance here. Like most people don't know. Like if you do 20 approaches, you will get at least one high quality date every single week. You're single, right?
Yeah.
How long?
My last relationship probably like about 5 years ago.
Okay, how many
Like serious relationship.
How many first dates with different women have you had in the last 6 months?
I would say in the past 6 months, maybe like around 10.
So like a little, almost 2 a month?
Maybe
Every
about
2 weeks?
30, yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. So, and that's fine. But the good thing is there's so many, people always ask, where do you find high quality women? Here.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere. Like literally right here. And that's such a powerful skill set because you want to have abundance to choose. This is not about all the chicks, but he just got 4 Instagrams out of 9 approaches. That's unusually high, okay?
Yeah.
That's an unusually high amount because it's also done 6 months of training and all. But I want you to do at least 30 approaches between today and tomorrow. Okay, at least, okay? If you do that, you will neurologically be a different person. You will take experiences because you only need 1 great interaction. You can have 9 shitty interactions and you get, if you watch me, I'll get blown out several times, but then you see some interactions, boom, they're gonna go really well and they're really on. Because in the end, we only need 1 for an amazing relationship, right? It's perfectly fine if a couple of reject us, but then you get these ones who are like, wow, really on. Some are gonna give you the Instagram to get rid of you. Some are going to be a little bit hesitant, and some are going to be like really interested in you, you know? Because you guys have a very different target audience, right? The girls that are going to be into you are not going to be into him very much, and the other way around. Some are going to be, some are not going to give a shit, right? It's going to be fine, but you have a different target audience. You know, you got your own style, your own thing, and that's cool. You know, it's swag. So let's go. Ready? That was amazing. That was amazing. You got to be proud of yourself. What do most men do? They get drunk on clubs and they use like to build their confidence. Because most men don't want to go through that fear. You go through that fear, boom, the world opens up, right? Okay, let's go. Okay, both clients were in set. One over there, the other one over there. One got a rejection, one's doing really well. That's exactly how it's supposed to go. Jake did around 11 approaches, got 5 numbers. Amazing. He needs to get used to rejections a little bit more. Don't expect too high a closing ratio, okay? Remember, 20 approaches, 1 to 2 high quality dates. That's it. You can do that, everybody can do that. Let's go. Okay, when he comes, we go see, okay? When he comes. See. Dude, awesome, man. From Ecuador. Hey, amazing. Good job, dude.
Did you fuck?
Did you fuck? Right, it's amazing, man. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? How does that feel? You got the winner effect, yeah? That's cool, bro. He pretends I do this all the time. Hey, mi loco. Awesome, man. First daytime close ever, right?
Yeah.
Boom. Amazing. Instagram, yeah?
Yeah.
Good fucking job. Awesome, man. First of all, well fucking done on the open. Good job that you did it, okay? Because no, this is true. The number 1 criteria for success is the fact that you open. Now, what's very important is you walked around. You did exactly what I told you not to do. Oh. You walked around. Just imagine this. Imagine you're a woman. Okay, imagine this. A bit fucking weird, no? Yeah. And what did you say? You asked about a restaurant or something? Yeah, you out.
Yeah.
Okay, so, which is fine, right? Because it's easier to open indirect. Can you open indirect? Yeah, if you're a you know, it's fine. It's all good. It's all, you did the approach. Number 1 thing. I'm saying don't even worry about anything technically for the first 10 or 20, but still obviously you want to optimize. So ideally what you would have done is just like, you speak Spanish, I didn't know. Yeah. What a huge advantage. Great. Cool. So you just walk around and just be like, excuse me 2 seconds. Hi. Look, my name is David. You're really cute. Had to come say, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Boom. Like that. Right? You're cute. Had to come meet you. Just like, oh, okay. Just like, hey, I'm not trying to sell you anything. You just, because you look like you could be somebody like selling something on the street here. No, like visually. Jake does it, but you look like one of those guys. Oh, let me put this wrap around your arm. Ah, €2, motherfucker. So it's not that. It's not like that. So what you want to do is you just want to let yourself be, no, I'm a high value guy. I'm not like these fucks. Okay? Got to differentiate. Because she doesn't know you yet. Yeah. She doesn't know you, you know? So you have to differentiate yourself and say, just like, hey, I'm not trying to sell you. And like calm daddy vibes, even if you don't feel like it. She can't even see the nervousness. But you got to like, the second you walk around, so it's just like, you walk around, just be like, hey, sorry, 2 seconds. Hi, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but you're really cute. I had to come meet you. My name is Manny. And you bear with it. And you look, and she goes, oh, okay, cool. It's like, yeah, I know this probably isn't a done thing around here. You can say all that in Spanish or in English, doesn't matter. It probably isn't a done thing around here, but I probably would have regretted for like 30 seconds if I didn't say hi. What are you doing? Just doing some shopping? Yeah, cool, me too. I'm actually just visiting Barcelona. And then look, can you see how I'm taking a step back? Just to create a little bit of space. Because what most guys do is they're either too far away, or they got this is really fucking weird for somebody you don't know that already, right? So it's like this is like kind of like a nice distance, you know. So it's very calibrated. So overall, really good. But so one feedback: when you walk around, open immediately. You were like standing there in her periphery, like
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, what about this? What did you ask?
Yeah. Hey, have you ever been to this restaurant right here? And I asked about
she knew it was fake.
Yeah.
She knew you didn't give a single fuck about the Ohio Metropolitan, you know? It's like, perhaps my ginger friend and I will dine at the Ohio Metropolitan tonight. Let me ask this MILF who's walking by for her opinion on the steak. Evolutionarily, she knows you're trying to her, but you just didn't verbalize it, you know?
Yeah.
Just be like, direct, boom. It's much more easy, because then they can select in and they can select out. Sometimes they'll need a little bit of comfort, right? But awesome, good job, fuck yeah. Well done, dude. Awesome, cool, let's keep going. So once you realize, oh, it's just me and not a mass of people, but a bunch of different individuals who all think the same, it's cool. Because you think, oh, I'm the odd one out. Everybody sees, knows what I'm doing. Nobody knows, nobody gives a shit. And even if they see, there's two types of reactions. You know this fear, oh, I don't want to get judged. You don't even have the choice to not get judged. The only choice you have is who you want to get judged by. You can get judged by losers for doing cool shit and doing something that's a little bit unusual, or you're going to get judged by winners for not taking action. Like, actually think about that. In life, you do not have the choice to not get judged. The only choice you have is which group of people, vast generalization, right? Sweeping generalization, but which group of people do I want to get judged by? Because real hardcore winners, they're always going to be like, yeah, you're doing something unusual, you're working on yourself, right? You're doing something productive. They're always going to be like, yeah, awesome, great, okay, you're making videos now, you're putting yourself out there, Jake's podcast, right? It's like, cool, right? What was your reaction when he told you that he was making podcast videos? What did you say to him?
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, what was the first thing you said to him?
When he told me, hey, I started podcasting, I was like, dude, that's great. Send me the videos I want to watch.
Exactly. Yet, how many people, and Jake will do the exact same thing with you, right? Yet, how many people are we worried about that if we do that, oh, they're going to say something negative? If they say something negative about you do something productive and good, and they're just a little bit like, yeah, it's because they're losers. It's because they don't have a growth mindset. Winners are going to judge you for not taking action. We're always going to get judged by some people. So I would rather get judged by winners for not doing cool shit, you know?
Yeah. For you and stuff, I want to come and talk to you. And
Good.
she's like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry, but I have to meet up with some friends and stuff like that. I'm
And
like,
she
you know,
was walking fast as shit, but then what did you say? Yeah, amazing. Good job on opening. But then what did you say?
I was like, no, I understand. I was like, hey, dude, you want
I'm walking this way anyway.
is that what it was?
You're good.
And then you walk with her. Obviously, the second she wants to leave, you leave her alone and give her space immediately. But you just gotta be, yeah, I'm walking this way anyway, 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna bounce. I have another set for you, okay? She looks a little bit trashy, but you see the girl with the cigarette. That one. She's like, hey, love your hair. Hey, excuse me, love your hair. Boom, probably in Spanish. Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Color or anything.
You just gotta keep talking. A little bit. You do it one more time for 10 seconds. If then there's nothing, then you leave it. But you try 5 or 10 more seconds. You gotta be a little persistent because you gotta break through the noise a little bit, you know? You do speak Spanish because it builds comfort. It's good. Like I lose sets. I just did a set. You speak un poquito English. Nada, nada. Sometimes I'm just gonna lose sets. It's good for you if you speak Spanish. Use it.
Right.
But then him also, he's just two separate conversations.
Right.
Don't just have group conversations.
Yeah, right.
Okay? Group conversation in the beginning and then boom, separate sets. What do you guys do?
That's why I started coming to here. I started talking to her in English. So boom,
Great.
it's separate.
You keep talking Spanish to Juanita, and then you talk to your chicken
Whatever her
English.
name
Well,
was,
the
yeah.
cool thing is that I came up to them in English and they were pretty cool. But when I spoke to them in Spanish,
Boom.
they seemed to relax a little bit.
Yeah, no, of course.
No, I agree. I agree. He said use that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's an advantage. 100%.
There was a girl in a white top who walked back this way who's really hot, but I
then go.
lost her.
There. Oh no, white top? No, that wasn't there. But there's more, don't worry about it.
No, she's over there.
Where?
Way over there.
Yeah, go. Matthias. He don't give a fuck. Dinner time, kids. You happy? You like that shit? I get combat ready when I come to these places. Can we sit there? Is that okay? Is that okay? Yeah. Thank you very much.
Right in front of the security, and I was like, okay, you know, we're getting judged by somebody that's like right behind us. And like you said, she didn't even care. You know, she went about her business, you know, working. And
Because what's her job? Her job is to make sure that nothing bad is happening to the customers and that nobody steals. The customers, the girls, the ladies, they were evidently comfortable. They could see that they were given positive reactions, so there was no need for her to intervene. And also, she doesn't know that you guys don't know each other. You have to understand, it's so far outside of people's reality that you could just approach somebody and create an instant connection that they don't even consider it's possible. They think you're trying to sell something, they think you already know each other, whatever the fuck goes through their head, it's absolutely irrelevant. It has zero bearing on your actions. And this is not to say that we can't feel emotions. That weird little feeling like, it's perfectly fine to feel it. It's okay. Just never allow that feeling to not do what's right. You allow yourself to feel. You see her, you want to go to the approach, you're like, oh, it's nervous. Oh, I'm a little bit nervous. It's fine. It's perfectly okay to have all those feelings. Just in meditation, we would say, you just become aware of those emotions and you are the space of loving awareness. So Jack Kornfield says awareness alone is not enough. It has to be loving awareness. Because you know when you become aware of yourself, it can sometimes be a little bit antagonistic. You're just very aware of your own insufficiencies. That's why we have to be lovingly aware. And we say, oh, okay, there's nervousness. That's all right. That's okay. Oh, there's pain. That's all right. There is insecurity. There is fear of rejection. All right, that's okay. I feel it. And you become aware of the feelings and you become aware of the thoughts. It's mind like sky. Your mind is like a sky, and you, instead, what most people do is they immediately associate with thoughts. He has 14,000 minutes meditated. You use Headspace? Yeah. So one thing you probably realize when you start meditation especially, and obviously now as well, one of the benefits is you start disassociating from thoughts. What meditation does is it quiets the mind, it opens the heart, and you return back to yourself. Quieting the mind means it actually changes your brain, meditation. It changes your core, who you are. It makes you calmer, it reduces cortisol, it reduces adrenaline. If you practice loving kindness, the areas in the brain associated with kindness and loving kindness, they get back bigger. And one of the biggest reasons for suffering in life is we believe thoughts that aren't true. Right? When you meditate, you become aware that you have choice. There's a thought. Most of the time we immediately associate with the thoughts that pop into our head. Like, yeah, but she has this, and we don't even realize it's just a thought. But you know when there's a thought here, as opposed to you being fully associated with thought, this is me, the thought is here, I'm thinking it, as opposed to, oh yeah, that's a thought, and you're questioning the thought that came to your head. That's what meditation allows you to do. It creates space, and then you have choice. And in that choice, your entire life lies. That's why with meditation, we create that space and that separation between the thoughts so we can choose to a large extent which thoughts we want to associate with or not. Pain is going to happen, that's fine, but suffering comes from believing thoughts that aren't necessarily conducive. Makes sense. Right? Because what you want to do is you need to be always respectful. The second she's not interested, you leave her alone, but you also got to understand that maybe she just didn't hear you. So exactly what you did right now was really good. So you just reopened the conversation, you restarted it. Because once you know that she heard you, and she's not interested in you, okay, fine, fair enough. But you gotta offer it one more time. Because remember, you're a stranger on the street. There's a bunch of weirdos here. You go, hey, I'm not trying to sell you anything. We saw you. You're really cute. Had to come and say hi. You know? And then it's completely up to her. She gets to decide whether she wants to opt in or opt out. But you got to communicate the offer in an attractive way. Open body language, loud enough. 2 seconds. I saw you. Kitty, kitty. Even then, just a little bit louder. Not so that you scream at her, but our tendency is to speak quiet because we don't want the people around us to hear, you know? When you're afraid of getting rejected, when you have that worry, a really good frame to come from is compassion. If you've ever been to a gay club and you get approached by a man, or you get approached by a woman who you're not interested in, like somebody you're really not interested in, and she pushes her presence onto you. Have you ever had that? No, Jake, have you ever had that?
I have that, yeah. Not that I go to a lot of gay clubs, but yeah, it's just, you know, like...
It's okay, just openly admit it, it's fine.
Right,
There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
Homophobic.
I'd go if you were there.
It's good. Oh, yeah.
I'd go if you were.
Nice. So, but then you realize, oh, that's what it's like. I remember the first times it was with a lady or with like gay guys coming in. It's a huge compliment and it's amazing. Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm feeling this degree of discomfort. If you actually come from a place of compassion and empathy, she's like, oh, maybe she's genuinely not comfortable.
Yeah.
Because we always think it says something about us, but it really says nothing about us. It just means she ain't comfortable. It either only means a lack of compatibility, which could include she's just not interested in us, or it means she's just not comfortable yet because we made mistakes in our communication. If we get rejected, it's either communication mistakes or a lack of compatibility. It's only ever those two reasons. And if you actually have compassion, you know, I feel empathetic. Then it comes from a higher frame as opposed to, oh, she's above me and she rejected little wormy, squirmy, weaselly me. Or it's like, oh no, I actually have compassion because I know what it's like to be hit on by somebody who's not interested in me. And if you want to get the experience, just go to a gay club and like talk to a bunch of guys. Some of them are going to be super cool about it, and some are going to be pretty pushy, right? You're going to get both, and then you understand what it's like to be a woman. When you actually have that empathy, it's really, really, really powerful.
Because like you'll be fucked by the end of it. Trust me.
How many did you do? 10, right? Oh, I see. 10 sets of pull-ups, and then max rep. Change exercises.
No, not even change exercise. Now we do push-ups.
Oh,
Up.
okay, that's not yes.
Like when I work out, so I work 12 hours in the hospital.
You have a gym upstairs. I'll do something like this.
Okay, what do I do? So I have a client, he's 67, he runs ultramarathons. It's amazing. Before you go on a date, have a workout. Your energy will be better. Not only are you going to feel better about yourself, you can be fat and still find the right one, no issue. But it boosts your testosterone, it changes your entire neurochemistry. So, work out 3 times a week, every second day, weights, that's it. 45 to 60 minutes.
Boom.
Yeah.
Push it. Come on. 3 more. Push at 11, yeah? 12, 13, 17,
18,
Wow, what
19, 20. Fuck yeah. Amazing. Well done. Have you heard of the... You hear the type of breathing I was doing? And your computer recommends that when you get fatigue? Yeah.
The physiological sigh.
Yeah.
If you think about it, we're living the pinnacle of human existence. We're healthy, we're able to meet women, you're gonna soon pick your wife.
Yeah.
This old lady right there, show her. This old lady probably lived a very varied life. No matter how rich she is, no matter what she's accumulated, she will trade everything to be able to have health and the ability to go and socialize and train and work out all the issues. Oh, not getting enough matches, all solvable issues. Oh, I have approach anxiety. You think she has approach anxiety? She has fucking death anxiety. That's what she has. Respect to people of age, man. She's probably, if you got to know her story, probably there's so many things you can respect about somebody. But I think they've done studies where it shows that the things that people regret the most is not what they did, but it's what they didn't do, right? Oh, I wanted to go and introduce myself to this lady. Oh, but I had approach anxiety, and you let your wife walk by. But here's the good news. There's an infinite amount. Virtually infinite. Infinite to the extent that there's more amazing women than you could ever meet. But if you're just gonna keep letting these opportunities pass you by, well, another year, another 5 years, another 10 years goes by, eventually you're gonna settle for somebody. We ain't settling, huh?
No.
Boom. This. That's all I can't choke you. Exactly. Yep. Okay, stop. The reason the head needs to be down.
Gotcha.
Right?
So how do you...
Put your head. Put your head on. Put your head on. You know, stay. Because now you're getting this.
Oh, like this?
I know for a fact. Sooner or later, Work or not, it doesn't matter.
Well, right.
And there was, I would never ask you to like endanger yourself physically.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Wow, that is sick, isn't it?
That'll be a good picture, no? To climb there, hug him. Like who?
Exactly, I knew!
What do the horny frogs say?
What?
Rub it.
7 for today.
No, it's really good, But just
We can get to 10.
But like for you, I have higher standards.
Well, yeah, no, that's
Don't
good.
be like, no English, okay, no. Then just be like, oh, okay, what eres cojones, blah, blah, blah.
This has been an amazing weekend, doing so many approaches, learning so much. I can't wait to implement this back in the States. It's going to be amazing.
I'm trying to catch up with some of these.
I know. Tinder. Don't fuck with your dopamine too much.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Swiping too much on apps really messes with your dopamine.
Yeah.
15 minutes a day does not mean swiping 15 minutes a day. You shouldn't swipe for more than 3-4
I'll
minutes.
do like 5, 5, 5. That's what I do.
I think that's like, how many swipes right do you a day for a platform? You should only do 10 to 15 per platform per day.
Yeah, no, exactly. So
Even if you just do 10 swipes right per day, per platform, with a great profile, which you have, it's fine.
which I really decreased it down because I like not using it as a crutch anymore to do approaches. That makes sense. So it's just like I'm kind of just act like it's almost not even there.
Good.
And I can just focus on using approaches.
Because when you do online dating apps are amazing and it's easy to get dates and it's easy to find the right one. Yeah, like 60% of the guys in the program get somebody, get their girl, get their wife through the apps.
Right.
But it feels so much better in person. I met Fernanda in a fucking pub in Dublin.
Yeah. Well, the quality I'm looking for, I feel like I'm finding in person. So
Same for me.
I'm not totally Xing out using apps, but I prefer now.
Because you have this
in-person approach.
immediate connection. It's just like boom. Sometimes not obviously. Sometimes you need to build it a little bit.
Right.
But this spark and there's a sense of pride of having earned it that comes from doing it in person that you just do not get from doing a fucking swipe right
Well, it's like
and applying a texting framework.
well, it's like a value.
Apply for a free call, by the way.
Right. Well, it's a value you can't actually put on your dating app. You can't say, "Oh, I would actually approach you in person." You have to actually go out and do that and show that value to someone. Yeah.
Counter argument to that could be you would have never met that particular person if it wasn't for the apps.
Correct.
So I think life is way more about and than or.
Yes, I agree. That's why I still use them.
Yeah,
Makes sense. Yep. Optimizing my time.
But don't you feel so much better now of like boom, being able to have that and do that? Isn't that a sense of confidence that, I mean, compare yourself, if you actually, it's difficult to think yourself back to when you didn't have it. When you think back to before you had that skill set, isn't it such a difference of real confidence?
Yes, absolutely. Because it's a skill you just know you have to have, where it's like, oh yeah, I would approach her, but normally you make excuses to where you actually know in the confidence.
And you know within yourself it's not genuine. Oh, I would if I could. No, fucking do it.
Right, exactly. You know when you're lying to yourself, you're not, or you out.
And the winner effect, you immediately get afterwards from exchanging a number. You're like, it's so good. And most men lack those wins.
First.
Food.
If you want to.
Okay. Burger King.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burger King is great. Yeah, let's go to some Burger King.
It's fully cramped.
I'm not gonna help you with that.
No, do it.
No. Sorry.
Jared! It's the approach you need to do. What you resist the most. That's where the most amount of growth lies. Touch it.
Kick out.
That's what I do for you guys getting cramps in the ass to film a 27-minute epic video. Hope you appreciate it. Ow!
That's gonna be a great approach. So he's coming, yeah?
Yeah, it's in 8 minutes.
I just filmed a epic 27-minute rant, but my right ass cheek is cramping so hard.
Like it's actually fully together. I tried to massage it out semi-successfully. Like it's fully cramping.
I mean, my German ancestors and your Polish ancestors will probably laugh about it.
Hey, Jeff, I got a question for you.
Yo.
So I went on a lunch date with a girl last Saturday.
Yeah.
And I get home tomorrow and potentially have time to meet her for dinner at my house. I think I should send her an invite today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
What's the text? What's the last text she sent?
She basically was like, go have a good time in Spain.
Yeah.
And
Show me the last text.
yeah, on Thursday.
Wait, did you match with her on the dating app?
We've been on 2 dates.
You've been on 2 dates.
Yes. This will be third date.
Have you had sex?
No.
Hey, that looks like you've been having a great time so far.
See the Instagram stories.
Yeah.
Looks like you've been having a great time so far. They watch the Instagram stories and then they like you more, whether you believe it or not. Instagram is the #1 dating marketing machine in the world, whether you believe it or not.
So what you're saying is,
Well,
I know you're busy with. Okay, I would never say something if you want to invite her for a date. I wouldn't say something like, I know you're busy with,
Right.
because of course she's busy, but you're giving her an invitation to spend time with you.
Correct.
That's so valuable. If women want to meet you, they'll make time to meet
Yeah.
you.
No, I agree.
Nowhere in the texting framework does it say, if you want to chat sometime, let me know.
Last minute coffee. You made it.
Yes, last minute. Got some caffeine before bachata. We're in the Starbucks at La Rambla. We're 200 meters away. We're just getting a coffee and then we're gonna walk over. Okay? With almond milk, yeah? Thank you. 2 shots. Thank you so much.
David's favorite coffee.
So, almond milk, 2 shots of coffee. Very, very, very sweet because we're sugar addicted. I haven't had any food yet today. But I had 2 protein bars. That's the only food that I'm having. But we're going to Burger King now to have real food. No, only 1, I think. Did I pay for 2? Thank you so much. No problem. This for you. You get it. If you want good reels, make sure your cameraman is well caffeinated. Listen, a day in the life of a dating coach. Let's go, because they're in Burger King. Yeah, I found that one. They think I'm more famous than I actually am. I'm not that famous. They think I'm more famous than I actually am. I'm just some ginger with a Polish camera dude. I mean, I'm the best in the world at it, without a doubt. Too loud? Did it go into the yellow? He's very concerned with me shouting, because I get very passionate in my videos, especially the video filmed earlier. Amazing. If you haven't watched it yet, link it here below. Wherever you're mentioning this in the vlog, make sure you link it. It's an amazing 27-minute video of how your mental and emotional state impacts performance and how you can change it, how you can impact, control your mental and emotional state, but how also sometimes it can just make sense to own whatever state you're in. Sometimes you get very passionate, get very loud, and he's very concerned with the audio, clipping. But I'm sure you're gonna be able to work some magic, right?
Yeah, look at this chick. I started some of the hot chicks last. I started taking Pilates classes.
She literally just crunches her legs. Not even the rest.
Show her. She's a hot blonde. Can't see it there, so. But she seemed super on. Because she offered to cook me dinner, and I said, no, let's just cook together, and we'll do it at my place. And she seemed really on.
You made out already, right?
We've kissed a couple times, yeah. You ordered yourself too?
No, fuck off. For you! Punch me in the face.
Hi, Jonathan was watching me.
You guys are so retarded.
Afraid to be punched?
Earn it, bitch!
Even though I didn't want to admit it, you kind of nailed it to the T on how I felt. Like, you're like, hey, you see that, like, that
I could see it
weird
in you.
feeling in your stomach.
I've experienced it. I know what it's like.
And the crazy thing is that I did get her right. It was a good, I guess, set, what you call, and
Yeah.
But just the fact that you nailed it, whether it's successful or not, I still felt the same way. You know, so I thought that was pretty neat. So.
No, because I've been there so many times myself, you know.
Andre usually doesn't do bootcamp. Jonathan usually helps on bootcamp, but then I have 1 or 2 other people who usually help on bootcamp.
The only reason, even though, like I said, you were super helpful, and man, honestly, I learned so much. I felt a little bit something like relatable with Jonathan.
Of course.
Because it was like a Hispanic thing and stuff like that. So I was just kind of like.
You were happy that he was there, yeah?
Yeah, and not to say that I didn't feel comfortable with you,
100%.
but it was just kind of
I get
a
it.
little bit relatable.
For sure, 100%. No, Jonathan is amazing. Jonathan was also like teaching dating in Ecuador also around 10 years ago, you know? He's been in this. Jonathan and Andre are like OGs of the game. People don't know that. Like, you don't find people like Jonathan and Andre on the street. Like, I think when you talk to Andre, like, the humor, you won't like it when I say that, but his level, his sense of humor, he's very funny. Like, objectively, you know?
I think a lot of girls like on their, like they like sarcasm, and I think he kind of like mastered that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
I feel like it,
not just sarcasm, but also I was saying, like I was telling him a bit about, he was asking, do we usually work as a team? And I said that you've been in this a long time, and Jonathan also has, you know? And I was telling him a little bit about you. No. He loves it when we talk about him. His favorite subject.
That's sarcasm.
The first time me and him went out together on a night out, many years ago, he was actually surprised that I was actually approaching, because a lot of guys who are doing approaches, who are in it, they go out, but they don't really take action, you know? And he also does. But it's like a lot of people, they're just like, they go out, they don't really, oh, I'm in it, I'm in the game, but they don't really do anything. So I think when you find somebody, one of the things that I like about Jonathan and Andre the most is just they take action. The most important thing, other than being a kind, good person, just taking action. Most people just do not take action. They just talk and talk and talk. And then obviously they don't get the results, you know?
Actually, I was talking to Jake about that. I was like, it's pretty cool that, you know what I mean, we're going out with them. They're telling us, hey, approach. But they do things themselves to kind of like, do you see what I did?
Yeah.
Do you not like, hey, I did this wrong? Even you guys said like, oh shit, this happened wrong. I did this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
we're actually
like,
doing it, you know? And you see the rejection, and then you see how it goes really good, you know? So you see the good, the bad, the ugly.
This is simply reality, how actually kind of it is, you know?
Yeah. The reality is some go shit, some go meh, some are amazing. And reality is also you're gonna get more rejections than numbers, of course. Did you have fun?
Yeah, good.
I am curious about something, probably a question for both of you guys.
Yeah.
I know you guys are in like, you know, serious relationship. Do you guys consider a certain age where it's kind of like, okay, it's kind of like, you know, where you would tell somebody like, hey, it's time to slow down. This is probably not for you. You have to do something else. Do you approach it? Or is that just straight across the board like, hey, you can approach at any age. It doesn't matter.
Slow down meaning you shouldn't be dating anymore, or what do you mean by
doing like, you know,
like where is there an age where it's not appropriate to approach?
Yeah.
No, it just depends. No, it doesn't. No. Is there an age where it's not appropriate to socialize with other human beings anymore?
Yeah.
Because then it also kind of limits. Let's say you're 50 and you got divorced, right? So what the fuck do you do? You know?
Yeah. Exactly. You're just like, this is it now.
Yeah.
This is
me and my hand forever.
Because a lot of kind of these limitations or the age thinking that we put is simply cultural, you know, of how we grow up with them. We're like, okay, at this age, you're supposed to be this. So usually when you would reach that age, you're beginning to feel some sort of internal pressure. Because partially I'm beginning to feel that as I hit 30. I was like, you begin to feel a bit internally, like, oh, I'm supposed to be this, and this, and this. But then I also see, for example, I think I was telling guys recently, I realized recently that I have around 8 people that I know, friends and acquaintances that have been already married and divorced before 30. You know?
Yeah.
Plus one. Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're like, you know?
Yeah.
Have you seen Benjamin Button?
Yeah.
You know the movie? Yeah. There's this kind of quote where he writes letter to his daughter. He's like, paraphrasing, he's saying, there is no rules to this thing, which he's talking about life, right? You can stop at any point, you can change things at any point, you know? Don't let yourself be like, don't let basically culture dictate how you're supposed to live, you know? You can do this, you can try this, you can experience this, you can try this. If you think at one point that you have been living your life incorrectly, just have a courage to change, do something completely different, you know?
Yeah.
But the key thing is that there's simply no rules to this thing. That's it, you know?
The important thing is when you go home, make it a habit. Put it in Google Calendar 3 times a week. Minimum 2. Otherwise, you'll kill momentum.
I'll telling you, it was kind of difficult, like during a day setting. It was something that I'm not really used to.
Nobody does it.
Yeah.
It's a blue ocean strategy. It's an evolutionary hack. It's a genetic cheat code.
Hey, but I need to give props at least to Jake because we were in Ibiza and he was doing approaches and stuff. But I even seen the level of game change from when we were over there to when we were all together and he was doing shit. I was like, oh.
How? What exactly did you notice?
First of all, the way he speaks, his first interaction, because I was with him a lot of the time. And when we were in Ibiza, either they weren't as engaging, a lot of the approaches were like, like say at a club. But when we were doing the pool party, they were a little bit more open, but I felt like right here, in city, in Rambla and everything like that, where nobody knows nothing, some girls are just walking with headphones and just going straight, and then just the way he was doing it, I was like, oh shit, this is a whole different, and also like the whole pressure where he's like, I've seen it before, where he like, damn, that girl looks cute, and I've seen it, he'll let it slide, but just right here with the whole pressure, he just fucking went for it. I was like, fuck, dude.
You go for it and get success. I mean, the success still is even initially breaking through that and doing it. You know what I mean? Like, whether, even if they're like, no, it's still like I had earlier, we were approaching this hot girl, and even though it was like this clothing store, I was like, oh, do you like this 80s shirt? And she's like, no, I don't like the 80s. Like, well, you're disqualified. But the guy's selling the shirts is like, he winked at me, like, hey. He's like, the 80s are the shit, fucker.
Well, just like the guy noticed, I didn't notice it. Jonathan's the one that told me that these guys were trying to approach a girl, and I seen her like down the crossline, and he just told me, go. And I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go.
And they were gonna, and then you went in beforehand, right?
Well, they were going, and then they kind of like turned, kind of like they psyched themselves out. But I was already in a mission. I crossed with her.
They saw him.
Yeah, I crossed with her, walking around, and she was talking to me, everything, but
you should have thrown also middle finger.
Chariots of Fire. That's
an extra.
You know what I'm
well, the
talking about?
crazy thing is that I didn't even notice them because I was already in the trend. You know
Which
what
one?
I mean?
Chariots of Fire.
If you play it, I probably know. By the way, Jake, one thing that I want you to notice is having a friend who talks about you in a way that he just did when you take action. That's rare. That's important. As awesome as it is, what you're doing, him being able to speak so positively about you is a very rare trait. Okay? Somebody who cherishes your success like that, that is rare.
Right. Well, I mean, like,
If he wins, I win. If he wins in an area where I don't win, I'll benefit from that in some way. And even if I don't, I'm fucking happy for him.
But the whole pressure thing, the BootCamp mentality, it's helpful. I was telling him that it was just like it's kind of cool to go. Someone, because you can psych yourself out. You know what I mean? Having somebody go like, dude, just go and do it.
oh yeah.
Oh, okay, I don't want to be a bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck it, go.
Well, even taking this, these little, saying this said cheers, moving this said cheers, boom, boom, it all adds up over a couple days or a whole weekend. You get a little better. All of a sudden you're up here, and when you're here to even start, even a couple days, even an hour, you can make drastic improvements. Yeah. I don't say with like guitar lesson, like I'm playing, and then an hour later, being focused, it's like, well, shit, the song sounds so much better, or you can learn a whole new song in just 1 hour or two. And it's the same thing with game. You know?
All it takes is one reference experience
Exactly.
to break a belief. One reference experience. If I see this girl during the day, I approach her respectfully, get a number, she's excited to meet me, your whole worldview changes forever.
Oh yeah.
You realize, how have I been living?
Yeah, like that, the blonde, the blue dress from the first day. Like I ran all the way across the street. Yeah. Now she can respond later on Instagram, but I still got her Instagram. But the way she responded in the moment was just like, whoa. It was amazing. Because I was like,
I used to.
Was it just for fun or?
No, job.
No, I was doing it for a living for like 6 years. And then COVID hit.
when I was
Can you make a bunny up here?
oh shit.
Nobody can make chicks appear. We can be faced with a challenge, we make a decision, and then years later we're like, it's so obvious. Yeah, in hindsight,
Yeah.
it's the exact same thing.
Dude, if I was drinking, First of all, I probably would have gotten some kind of fight with some people that are outside because everybody's flopping. But not only that, but you'll realize at the end of the night, it's 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and these bitches are ugly. And I could have easily went to the fucking floppy one like this.
Now we will once have a night where we get drunk as an experiment to see what most of society feels like on a night out. Because it's so crazy. You go out and you're drunk, because you just end up with women who, you're not necessarily that physically attracted to, but all of a sudden she looks 4 points more attractive because you had 4 pints.
Not only are you tired, but you're kind of a little hungover, and that kills your whole day. Like, we wouldn't be able to do
Imagine you've been drinking all these days. And women can tell if at 2 a.m. in the morning you're at a bar and she's a good woman, she may have had a drink or two, perhaps 3 over like several hours. She can tell whether you're like this. The British one that works on the ship yesterday that we were talking to, she was clearly on, and then these super drunk dudes came. I knew they were so drunk I didn't have to do anything. There's different ways of dealing with that situation. But I knew I just had to wait until they disqualify themselves by being so drunk. There's something called the slippery slope fallacy. Just because you do something once doesn't mean it's gonna get bad so quick. Correct. But there is still a slippery slope. Right. Not everything is a slippery slope fallacy. There can actually be things in a slippery slope. So if it didn't add anything, so why at all? You know? Because you're better off saying, I will drink alcohol once a month, or even rarer, because it will become a habit. We are creatures of habit. Because then you start associating a nice sunset with a drink. It is, because if you do 2 over 4 hours, you might as well do 0 and feel sorry about it. Because why do we do it? Because we want that warm, tingling sensation. Well, meditate 10 minutes and you get the same feeling. Especially you.
Yeah, the only drink I had here that actually made sense as a new experience was trying vermouth.
That's different.
And that was different.
That's different. That's an experience. You're in Barcelona. You're trying.
A different example.
That's like going somewhere and having a whiskey and a cigar.
Well, and then it's like we were doing a food tour, and at the end of the tour, it's like, well, you're gonna like wine. It's like, well, that's nothing new. And we're getting ready to go out and approach, so it's like, oh.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, exactly. So, no.
Exactly. Let's go. Let's get taxis over there.
Yeah.
What do you say, Jake?
Awesome weekend. Super amazing.
So we finished an amazing weekend with the clients here in Barcelona, bootcamp weekend. It was really, really something special. Amazing memories were made. We had so much fun. The clients absolutely killed it. I can only recommend, if you're at all unsure how to find the right girlfriend, life partner, or wife, obviously apply for a free initial consultation call. The people who attend in-person events, they always go through the online coaching program or the different ones we have first, because it's not just a weekend that's gonna do the trick. But these weekends are so intense. I don't know, like one of the guys did 50, 60 approaches, I believe. It is truly, truly transformational. It's so immersive. It creates a degree of momentum you've never experienced before. So the invitation is here. We would love to have you. We'd love to do that together. And yeah, go check out some of the other YouTube videos. We got some awesome stuff coming. Probably by the time the vlog comes out, the other ones will have already been released. Apply for a free call. Keep an eye on the podcast. 2,000 short form videos on TikTok. We checked the other day, 2,091. Amazing stuff on Instagram. Yeah, looking forward to connecting. Take care. Heading home. Let's go. It's amazing to be in Barcelona, especially in October because it's not so hot. But it's also good to have a home base. It's nice to return back. You know, have a steady base. It's nice to be able to travel to a bunch of different countries, do boot camps with clients. But it's good to go back home and have your routine. Gym in the building, ice bath, sauna. You know, the balance. And you gotta find your own balance. Everybody's balance of what an awesome life looks like is very, very different. There's no universal standard of balance. It has to be yours. It has to fulfill you.